Welcome back, fellow detectives. How are y'all doing today? Doing alright? Feel like solving a mystery? What a coincidence. Me too. Let's go ahead and jump in. No more ado. No more rigmarole. Let's just do this. Have we checked everything? Okay. I think that's fine. So now we can... Oh, that's the photography studio. That's good. Oh, tools. Yes. Where should we go first, though? We can try to go around and look for grates, maybe? Oh, Wanda. You know what? We can do a big circle because Wanda's house is sort of by the photography studio, which is sort of by the hotel. So let's do that. And you know, we do have to go into Bernard's house, but I'm a little nervous about it. I don't mind saying. It does kind of seem like he was framed, which could explain why a knife was missing. You know? Oh, and we also need to see if we can find grates. So I'm kind of close to... And you know what? It might not even be the hammer that we use to open up the grates. We might need to find another tool. I'm wondering if there's one in the photography studio. But we can try. Why not? Okay, well, we tried. We also need to think about Sophia's and Matthew's favorite places. Look, we're already here. Can you believe it? I can't. Let's go in. And let's hope that whoever got the PI is not waiting for us in there, okay? Okay. Creepy music. But what else did I expect? What else did I expect? Creepy pictures, Oliver. Dude, all of your pictures are creepy. And you have an upstairs, how dare you? Oh. And your drawer is empty. What a betrayal, Oliver. I like to think he was in love with Dorothy and she knew him to be a scoundrel and so she rebuffed him. There's so many doors, I hate it. Oh, wow. What do you even know what these are, Oliver? You don't even know your own organization for sure. No? Do you think the PI actually went into Bernard's house, or do you think he was just planning on going? I have no idea. You know what? I am kind of feeling a little frantic on accident. Feeling a little frantic. Okay, that's locked. That's not. Actually, I'm gonna leave the doors open. It's worse not knowing. It's worse than worrying that you're gonna open it and something's gonna be there. Who the heck is Reverend Todd McDermott?
Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday stating that he was not feeling well.
When was this? July 17th, 95?
I assume he has also informed you about this last-minute change. Please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of Painscreek soon. Sincerely, Mr.
Okay, I'll record that. Mr. McDermott. Do you want to know something? McDermott is the name of I want this shovel. Yes, we're gonna go find the time capsule. I'm so excited. Oh, snap. Hey, we got all the tools. They were sure dispersed every which way. But McDermott is the name of somebody in Murder, She Wrote. Fun trivia, huh? Yep. Oh, rats. Well, let's see. Anything else interesting? Hello? Oliver, you diary?
January 3rd, 96. We just attended Trish's funeral. Oh, I started way too happy for this. We just attended Trish's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Painscreek. Every one of those deaths was a person I knew. Some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not for even a moment believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. I can't imagine the pain he's going through. August 14th, 96. Dorothy left Painscreek early February, a month after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Painscreek for good. Wanda passed away March 12th, 96. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors couldn't save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Painscreek. Autumn's approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have too many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyways, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. Well, that's Oliver Gibson's story. I'm feeling very unhappy. Just unsettled, if you will. Lots of toilet paper in here. Because I just don't know. Derek supposedly left, but people can supposedly leave. Charles supposedly left. We don't know about Bernard yet. We close the door so that we can see if anything's back there. Okay, well. Interesting. I guess we go upstairs now. Do you think it's unlocked? It's locked. And I don't think we have anything. Oh, a tool used to tighten and loosen nuts, bolts, screws, and pipes. Hey, it can be used on drain covers. So that's going to be for Wanda's drawer. What about this? Well, that's going to be what we use for them. What am I thinking? Time capsule. That'll be interesting. What will we find in the time capsule, I wonder? Well, Oliver, thank you for the tools. Boo on you for keeping them and not putting them back. Let's go. I can't speak. Let's go open up this drain and see what we can find. What do you think? Hello? There's nothing there. What if, somebody was looking at us? Okay, well, that's one. That's, I guess, the one by the farmer's market. There's one by the post office. There's another one, yeah, kind of by the Trinity Church. So we're here somewhere. I guess let's go. I know I'm looking at the sewer map, but it's not super different. So here's the thing. We need to go to Wanda's house and open her drawer, which is creepy because that's probably where Derek was living. We need to go to Bernard's house, which is even creepier, I don't mind saying. Oh, a storm drain. We know what to do with this. Oh, it's empty. Bummeration. Also, we need to try to solve Matthew's clues, even though we know what he's up to, honestly. We know what he's up to. Oh, and we have to go to the church. Or, yeah, the cemetery, but we're going to do that later. Well, the church is Matthew's favorite place. So if we're looking at things on the wall... oh! That's cute. Sorry. 1203. I do not remember what this is all about. I have so many pictures too. I should be deleting some of them. Okay, so what... The clues when put together will point her to the location of her gift. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling dense. I don't know what those pictures are gonna mean. So we also need to go to the post office, we also need to go to the bridge, and we need to go to Anne's courtyard. I'll just take a picture. Oh, you're not gonna let me take a picture, say? That's rude. Okay, let's go to Wanda, because she's just literally over here. Just a smidge in this beautiful little area. I do love her house, so. Gosh, I love it when we make a breakthrough. It's such a nice feeling of knowing exactly what you need to do next. Oh, I forgot we're supposed to be scared. Wham! Derek, wham. You're so scary, Derek. Oh, I'm actually in Derek's room. I better close it just in case it is Derek who's murdering everybody, which I wouldn't be surprised. He's got, you know, anger problems, at least. Okay, let's read this first. Department of Child Psychiatric. Oh no. I don't want to see this. Psychiatric evaluation of Derek Tyler, 1981. Dear Miss Wanda Tyler, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son, Derek Tyler, is now much better. We're still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying and her tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There are noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we're concerned with his situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. Catherine McDowell, Head of Child Psychiatric Department. So what you're saying is Derek witnessed Sophia's murder. Great! January 24th, 1981. The school called. The principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names, saying that he's a bastard child. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. February 20th, 81. The school called me again and told me that Derek poked a bird nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. He was only 5 when that happened. May 11th, 81. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I shouldn't have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotions all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Okay. Well, that's all of Wanda Tyler, I fear. Oh my gosh. So what you're saying is, yeah, I was right to be scared of Derek. It's okay. It's totally okay. Let's check her mirror. Nothing. I think we maybe already came in here. It's all blurry, you see. It's all a blur. Well, great. Great. So, Derek experienced a lot of trauma as a child, witnessed somebody get murdered, didn't get any therapy or treatment or anything for that. So are we slightly concerned that he's a murderer now and murdered a bunch of people in really violent ways? Perhaps. Okay, what are we doing now? We are going to the cemetery. Happy thoughts. What else are we doing? When we come back, we'll go to the post office and the bridge and the cafe. Right. Nobody fear. I opened this and I left it open. So now we're looking for where some kids would have buried a time capsule, I think is maybe what we're up to. So we're just going to cruise around a little bit. Hope we find it. Because
Derek's map had it over here somewhere. You'll have to take my word for it. I don't want to try to find it in the, what am I saying? I don't want to try to find it in the photographs. That's it. Now, if you were a child, where would you bury a time capsule? In a cemetery. Probably taking too wide of steps, you know? You know, I'm just thinking that somebody is probably hanging around Painscreek because Stephen Moss saw that picture. And are we going to dig up Sophia? Good, better to not. It would make sense if it was Derek. He hasn't got any family left. They've primed him to be disturbed. How do I put this delicately? I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say, right, fellow detectives? Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, hold on. I do kind of want to... So just the time capsule is here somewhere. But let's look back up at the little girls. Maybe by a tree or behind that gate? I don't know. It's hard to say because they just said cemetery and they didn't say anything else. Does this have a way to unlock? It does! Well, then I wonder if it's a for later thing, you know? If they buried it in there somewhere. I'm going to choose that that's what it is. So instead, we're going to head to the courtyard and we can look at the post office and see what numbers or clues or whatever Matthew put there. The Mr. Matthew. Father Matthew. He likes this song. Don't worry about it. And I'm leaving that open as a tripping hazard for whoever's chasing me, inevitably. Oh, that's the way to the courtyard. Where's the post office? Doesn't matter. Here we go. Okay, now we're looking. I feel like they would sit outside, right? I think that they would sit outside. Oh, the cafe. Not the courtyard. The cafe was their favorite place. Okay. So here somewhere, I reckon. The last one was on a wall, so I'm wondering if that will also be on the wall. I just realized I'm glad that my flashlight never runs out. Also, defacing property, Father Matthews, that's not cool. Oops. Oh, I think Father Matthews also liked the bookstore, right? Well, heck, I can't find the... They liked the cafe, right? Is there more over here, maybe? Aha, playground. Playground 12 something. Oh, well, here's the post office. And then we need to go to the books one. Isn't there another one here somewhere? Can we even open this? No. What do we think? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? If you were going to deface property, Playground stream. Oh, I almost missed it. Cool leaves, but I don't think anything's in there. That's okay. Where else? The book thing, right? Here it is. Oh, I didn't realize this was glass. I guess I was looking at it with my camera, or my flashlight turned off. He liked Little Big books, right? I thought that was something he said. Maybe I'm making it up. Well, you know, we should just check. Matthew Brooks. Let's see if we can find his favorite place. So we already got the Moon Cafe. Yeah, we got the church. We just need Little Big books. But where, Father Matthews? Where did you put that? I shouldn't run if I'm trying to find things, you know. And it doesn't seem to be unlockable. Oh my gosh, here it is. Okay, let's take a moment to just see what we've got so far. Playground, stream, house, 1203. Okay, well. We still have to go to this bridge, right? Riveting, Matthews. Wow. I shouldn't make fun of him. I've done stuff like this before. For folks, for their birthdays. Wait, I think I'm at the wrong bridge. I think it's actually this one over here. So let's skedaddle. Oh, do you think we should try to open up Andrew's door? Perhaps. Perhaps. Okay. Oh, stump. Oh, you know what? The playground is a spot where we're supposed to check, right? Because that was another one of Sophia's favorite places. So we got Anne's Courtyard. We got... Oh, wait, no, we didn't get Anne's Courtyard. We got the cafe. So we did the bridge and we did the post office. So we still need Anne's Courtyard. Where am I? Okay. See, I don't pay attention, you see. I fear. And then all of that's going to lead to the location. Father Matthews, I'm stumped. What a little miscreant Father Matthews is. Because his favorite place is the Moon Cafe, so hers would be different. Bird. Okay, this is not going well for me because what the heck does this mean? Well, we do know where the birdhouse is. Theoretically. 1203. Bird, stump. Oh, you know what? I didn't do it in the correct order. Because her favorite place is, shoot, Anne's Courtyard, Bridge, Post Office. So bird, stump, house. Okay. And then here's our stream. Playground. 12:03. Well, let's go to the playground. I was heading that way anyways, then I got distracted because I did something wrong. You know? You know, I just make these little mistakes is all. Totally fine. Totally chill. So we're trying to find a stump or a birdhouse? Well, I see the birdhouse now. I was looking for you. Ha! I love that I've never been here before. Cute. Let's see what we can find. Or not. Oh, I really thought I was onto something. Nice lichen. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So, like... Wait. Father Matthews sure made a good riddle. It's too clever for me. Playground, stream... House, stump, bird, 12:03. Do we need a ladder? How do we get up there? Do we legitimately have to go find a ladder or something? I'll be so embarrassed if that's not right. Oh! Oh! I was gonna be super wrong. Let's unlock this sucker. 12:03. I knew it. Father Matthews. Oh dear. A humble little ring. I don't need to take a picture. Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since last I wrote you. I've been busy. I hope you're doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. Seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk in the study room. We've changed its code to 0318, the day you first came to the orphanage. Gee whiz, Wally Golly. Painscreek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Painscreek's event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their business as usual. Trish is 7 now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here waiting for your return. This is 82. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spend most of my free time there now, doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you ever realized how I felt towards you. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mail them. And to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you might be staying right now. At the same time, writing to you has made me feel that we are still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left Painscreek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is, take care. This will be my last letter. One day I hope to see you again. Love always, Matthew. 2/14/1982. A Valentine's Day. Whatever. Dear Sophia, please wait for my return. Love, Matthew. Aw, happy birthday. Every moment I spent with you is like a beautiful dream come true. So sad. This was so sad. Oh, man. Well, let's just close that right back up again. Let's just close this right back up. Okay, never mind. That's a cool box. Let's not forget to steal it. I want to take it home with me, you know? Okay, well, we solved that. So what now? I guess the church has an attic that I didn't know about. I do really quickly want to sing, I guess, but I want to go to Andrew's and see if we can bust open his door because it's stuck. I really don't know that that will work, but I'm you know, just trying things. Also, we need to try to find more of those grates because I feel like there's got to be something in one of them, right? I should check over here really fast, see if I can find a grate. Nope. Okay, well, let's go into Andrew's house. Poor guy. All of these poor people. Now, this is a dangerous place to be. The door is jammed. Can we unjam it? No. Oh, well, it was worth checking, I suppose. Well, maybe we'll get another tool someday. Okay, well, that's that. So we still need to go into Bernard's house. I do really quickly want to go into the church and open up Father Matthew's desk. Oh, and the briefcase! Well, shucks. We better open up that briefcase in honor of loving memory of Stephen Moss, the PI who was taken from us too soon and probably stuffed in that morgue. And I was so brave, I was going to open up those little thingies anyways. That's interesting that whoever dragged him to the morgue didn't go through his things. But, you know, he had fish to fry, I guess. Other fish to fry, because he's hungry. He's a veritable golem hanging out. I swear he's hanging out in the sewers. That'd explain why there's all these open cans of tuna, etc., etc. Okay, let's unlock that. Hey! We were trying to figure this out a while ago. So what are we looking at here? Oh, gee whiz. Okay. Shoot. I've already forgotten the significance of that. But we took a picture of the thing. It's right here. I see it. So, double. Where's triple? Double, triple. 50 is center, and then 25. And then everything else is just what it is. And what was the code? It was yellow from red. Okay. So we've got 50 there. Triple 20 is 60. So 110. Double, what is that, 18? So 36. So 146 minus, what is this? 9. So 137, I guess. Oh, haha, I solved that so fast. I solved this before you because I'm smart. I was thinking about who Charles even liked. I'll take a picture. The code for Charles is safe in the gallery's Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought of that? How could you have not have thought of that? I thought of it took a while. Magdalene's death day, I think. Sophia's birthday, death day. Vincent's birthday, and maybe death day. Hey, we can get into Sheriff James's file. Amazing. Autopsy for Andrew Reed. Oh man, 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at scene. 3rd-degree burns found across body, completely charred over the head, face, neck, and hands. Heavily charred across the front and back of the body, legs and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or a small knife. Pneumothorax is a possible cause of death, but body is too burnt to confirm. Cute. Oh, we're getting we're finding out everybody was actually murdered. So this is autopsy for exsanguination. So Henry Johnson, 61-year-old white male, pulled out of car submerged in lake. Victim's lungs do not contain water, which shows he did not die by drowning. Due to the prolonged submerging of the body in the water, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. Estimated time of death is between 12 to 16 days. Ooh. I don't know. Top right side of the skull leaning towards the front above the right eye has a wide crack, usually caused by a sharp object and strong force. Oh. Front torso, back and face and back portion of forearm suffered numerous lacerations. Victim most likely succumbed to blood loss before being placed in water. Lots of stabbing happening, my friends. And Vivian Roberts. Exsanguination. Is that blood loss? Sanguine? Is that more to do with blood? Who knows? 55-year-old white female found lying in front of mansion gates, pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide and 7 centimeter deep crack found on the right side of the head. Impact caused by strong force with sharp object. Lacerations on front torso and back sides of both forearms. Victim died of blood loss. Let's record that content. Okay. Okay. Great. Lots of stabbing. You know, somebody was like in a really stabby mood. Okay, that's fine. That's totally chill. I myself have been in stabby moods, you know? As have we all been. We have all been in stabby moods. Am I right? I said, am I right? Of course I'm right. And if you say you haven't been in a stabby mood, you're lying. I think you're lying to me right now, and I don't know why you do such a thing. I'm very vulnerable right now. Hello? I'm investigating a crime where the person is probably Derek, is still running around, you know? But here's the thing. Here's some questions I haven't considered. Who called in the PI, for starters? And who killed the PI, really? I'll tell you what, I'm thinking Bernard may be dead. Wouldn't that kind of make sense if Bernard called in the PI and Derek is the one who's just running around murdering everybody? Stab. He's a stabby one. 7741. 77. Oops. Nice. It's almost empty and I'm too short. Okay, this is from Sean Smith, alias. I don't know who that is. To Sheriff Howard, the crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used is an object with the heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit the description. Well, somebody broke into Bernard's house and stole an axe, I fear. Okay, so we know we had to discover how she was killed with an axe, I fear. Okay. To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who is experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the lacerations found on the front of her torso, as well as the back sides of both forearms, showing that she had tried to block the attacks by holding up her arms. Oh my gosh. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrows. This clarifies the following: that the victim was facing the killer, that the killer was strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and that the killer's left-handed. Y'all? Bernard is left-handed. Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not, under any circumstances, leak this information, or I'll be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. Hope the information helps. Sean Smith. I hate this so much. Okay, well... No, I didn't want it to be Bernard. Bernard's my one true love. Not really. Oh, but now we can open everything. Vivian Roberts' murder case record of alibi. Interview record. Interview to Charles Roberts. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. Okay. I don't like that Bernard is so involved. Interview to Matthew Brooks.
There's an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service this week. But Matthew didn't go. Oh, wait, no, that was the 96? Oh, shoot, I need to see what Oliver's thing said. Oh, Bernard Hopkins. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian good night, headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Dorothy Patterson. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me? I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. No, I live alone. Mary Martinez. Mary Martinez. What am I thinking? My name is Mary Martinez. I've been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. West Dakota? What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. Derek never gave me the number. This is not my favorite thing, because now I actually have to do brain stuff. Jeez. Oh. My gosh. A whistle. I need this whistle desperately. A car key? Okay. A car key? Oh, hold on. Now we have to do some thinking. Still haven't pulled up all the grates. Oh, we need to open up the church thing. Oh my gosh. What else are we thinking about? Well, we need to go to Bernard's house and do a couple of things, but I don't want to go anymore. It's scary. Hold on. I do want to see Oliver Gibson. So actually, wait. Who was the guy who sent a letter to Oliver? Event canceled. Yeah. July 17th, 95. Father Matthew didn't join. He said he wasn't feeling well. But that's his alibi. Father Matthew, I'm very cross with you. That's your alibi. And you didn't go. Okay. Well, now I'm suspicious of Father Matthew, but I'm also suspicious of Bernard because he's left-handed. His alibi's a little shaky. Car key.
So we still have to find all of the sewer grates. Okay. Oh, here's one right here. I found one. I found one. How to draw? Nothing. So that doesn't make sense. I don't understand what I'm seeing. I guess this isn't actually helping me. You know? I think I just need to keep my eyes peeled. And maybe not run so much. You're right. But what if I wish to? I'm going to see if this opens up Steven's car. There's 2 other cars that have locked thingamabobs. So let's just try that. Are you open? Yay! Oh, creepy. Okay. Whoosh, it's hard to see. Oh, it's hard to move. Hello, how am I supposed to get this? Hello, please take pity on me. Can I get in? Why can't I get this stuff? Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. My head hurts, my tire's flat, the phone's not working. Someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh my god. I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. Who? Can you stop using... I'm never going to be able to get this key. Never going to be able to get this... Oh. Lockbox 201. Don't mind if I do. So... I'm annoyed that Stephen Moss was making so many revelations and I'm still like floundering between all the same men I was thinking of. Oh my gosh. Lots of stabbing happening, I don't mind saying. Okay, well let's open up the mail because Stephen Moss was expecting a package, you know? So let's do that and hope that Derek or Bernard or Matthew don't come and murder me, because that would be rude. And I would say, why now? I've been poking around this whole time. Why now do you decide that I must be murdered? So rude. Moss, we haven't heard the last from you. May 19th, 97. Ever since I received the messages in the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I've been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. May 21st, 97. I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews: Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them's lying. It was recorded that there was an event. Yet I remember reading somewhere about it being cancelled. Did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god. I just realized that the E in all of the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. I don't want to play this game anymore. What's the button for? What's the button for? Oh my gosh. I think it's Matthew, right? He didn't go to an event. He's on to me, and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. He will never find. Who? Oh my gosh. Somebody help me. I'm gonna get murdered by Father Matthew. I guess I need to reread everything. I don't want to reread everything. There's so much to reread. Because I need to see of an event being canceled. Because obviously Father Matthew didn't go to that event. But I don't know if there's any other canceled event. Why would... Oh, you know what? Duh, why would Father Matthew kill all those people? He was in love with Sophia. Duh. And he was visiting Trisha a lot. Oh, but why would he kill Scott? I don't think he would kill Scott. Is there really only one murderer? My goodness. Threat to Henry. Yeah, that E is funny. Well, we know that there is a typewriter in the cabin. Is there a typewriter like anywhere else? Heck if I know. Do we even care about the Da Vinci wine? Was that just another red herring? Much like communism. Okay. Well, great. So. Great. Great! We need to look in the grates to find a key. Let's just go poking around. That's what I'm gonna do now. Poke around for a grate. My kingdom for a grate. See, I want to sprint so badly, but we must find the grate. Here's one. I've opened it already. Curses. No key? No key. Well, we'll just keep looking around. I really thought that the sewer map was showing me where all the grates were, so. Shoot. Where did he say? Oh, yeah. He's on to me and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. It took me a while to find it, but yes. That was... okay, we have to do all the loops. We have to do the rounds. We have to be careful. Grate by the roadside. I'm nervous. I'm awfully nervous. Not that one. I mean, this would be fun under normal circumstances. But these aren't normal circumstances. Well, this gives us time to really think, doesn't it? So it's far more complex than I realized. And I was thinking it was pretty complex, I don't mind saying. So we'll go back this way and then double back. Because I think we got the one over here. So do you think there's one by the church? Like, are we thinking it's Father Matthew? His alibi doesn't match up. I have no idea if he's left-handed. Actually. Do we know if he's left-handed? We know for sure that Bernard is left-handed. But here's the thing. Here's the question. Are we looking for a single murderer? Or... It kind of feels like we are searching for a single murderer. I can't say murderer correctly. I say it so weird because I've been... because of Hades. I always say... I was imitating how she says murderer. And that's just ruined how I say it forever and for always. But, so, question. More than one murderer? Perhaps. Other question. Well, now I'm worried. Because Bernard was fundraising. But that's not the event. That's not the event of which we speak. Okay, we'll go this way now. So we did that one already. It really feels like it's Father Matthew, doesn't it? A man of God, how could you? How could you, sir? Despicable. Despicable. Ridiculous. Okay, so hold on. I want to look at my original thing. So we have to know what the murder weapon was, and we do know. We know it was an axe, the motive, and whose. What we really don't know, I fear. Street. We might have to do a lot of side street stuff if we can't find what we're looking for. We have to also go into the church. We also have to go into Barnard's, but like, which one is worse at this point? Because we don't know who it is. If the PI was correct. But the PI said he was wrong. The PI said that he was wrong. Oh, well, that's confusing. PI, you are not helping me as much as I would like. Because now I don't know if the whole like left-handed thing, like the event being canceled, is it? I don't know if it's, well, there's that one. I don't know if it has to do with, I just don't know, you see. I'm perplexed. I say perplexed. I can't even finish my sentence. Here's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it has to do with I can't think because I'm too distracted thinking about not knowing where the grate is and also where the time capsule is, because I want to know. Oh, here's one. But is it the left-handedness that we're suspicious of? Are we suspicious of the person who lied? Not this one. Well, are we suspicious of the person who didn't actually provide a phone number? Well, that's our loop. Well, let's go up to the church. You didn't see my face, but it's very, I also kind of want to check down here. The private eye did say it was by the roadside, but just, checking around. So, still need to check by the church and still need to check by Bernard's. Who do we think it is? Oh no. All we really have right now is the weapon. This grate has proven much more difficult to locate than I was anticipating. Are we supposed to think that the key got washed down into the sewer? AKA that we're supposed to go into the sewer again? Because I'm not going to do that. Cool idea, but I'm not going to do that. The key can't be that important. Well, I'm fearful that we've got to the end of our lollygagging and we actually need to go in someplace. What are we thinking? Who's scarier? Bernard or... I should be looking up on top of buildings. That freaked me out. That looked like a person. Jeez. Okay, so who's scarier at this point? Father Matthew or Bernard? Here's what I'm thinking. Bernard wouldn't bust open his own. Door or axe cabinet, right? That would be a pretty stupid thing to do. So we're going with Bernard first. He's also being set up, supposedly. So let's go in with my husband, Bernard. And honestly, I need to stop. This is going on so much longer than I thought it was going to. Yay, auto-saving. We also still need to go into... Shoot, I don't like alerting people to my presence. We also still need to go and open up the king, queen, whatever stupid one. See, I'm grumpy. And we need to also open up the one in the church. Okay. What did we decide this was? $137. Okay, well, I'll try it a different way. What if it's 0, 1, 3. Oops, wrong way. Whatever. Ha 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 ha. Bernard, please say you're innocent. July 21st, 95. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind's blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? July 23rd, 95. Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Tricia's crying her heart out. Dorothy's been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish it could be of any help. Are we worried about Samuel? July 27th, 95. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel confused. September 29th, 95. Tricia was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition's been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one's been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. October 27th, 95. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence. He killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. November 1st, 95. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. November 4th, 95. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. Are you telling me that you killed Scott, Bernard? A desk key. Whose desk is still locked? Oh no. Whose desk is still locked? Dagnabbit. This is bad news. I don't recall. Oh, wait, no. Hello. Bernard left a note for me. Oh, I already opened all of these. This is the one that was locked. This is the interesting one. Okay, well, we do still have... Shoot, what desk is locked still? Oops, yep, I do have the lock opener, also known as a key. I'm a little nervous. Because Stephen Moss was given that key. Let's just close that just in case there's something on the back. Oh, this is probably his last entry. Day 1. What? This is Bernard. Day 1, the hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2, I feel slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3, the dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5, it's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Day 8, I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11, couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12, now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20, the pills, they don't seem to work anymore. Doesn't matter if I take them or not, I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. Day 32, I stopped taking the medication. Okay. I mean, it seems like you should have maybe, perhaps, possibly talked to your doctor and explained that the pills weren't actually doing what they needed to do. Far be it for me to know anything about anything, especially medication. But I'm just saying, maybe you could have gotten a different dosage. So it really does seem like Vivian was having an affair with somebody, huh? Doesn't it just? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I guess I have to take a picture. Okay, Bernard was getting really upset. I'm just kind of not happy that I'm here.
July 12th, 95. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that, despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. January 18th, 95. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian's been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone could blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. February 5th, 95. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asks what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly I'm just happy to be with her. February 22nd, 95. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. March 17th, 95. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of the street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment together. Who is he? May 12th, 95. This is the 6th time I followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Yes, Bernard, this is stalking. I'm so glad you asked. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? May 29th, 95. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. Well, that's the end of Bernard's story, I fear. Oh, I fear what's in that door also. Let's get it over with. Ew. I've been okay with most of the bathrooms here, but this one's bad. Somebody's already been cleaning through his things, it looks like. I have not opened these. Are we concerned? I am. Everybody's had pills. Everybody's having headaches. Everybody's up to something. Well, I guess that's Bernard's story. Is that all we got out of Bernard? Okay, we have one key left. Desk key. Do we know whose this is? Is this his? Ay, ay, ay. I'll tell you what. That might have to be a mystery for another day. Whose desk key? I don't know. I don't remember anything. Whose desk is still locked? I don't know. I'm getting grumpy. Guess I should poke around and see if there's another desk somewhere. Maybe there's a desk in here. Oh, he has a bunch of things. These aren't desks, but... Oh, but it's not even letting me try to open anything. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Okay. So, I don't even know why I theorize anymore. I just
keep getting more and more information. Oy vey. Desk key. You can't see me, but my face is awfully scrunched. Well, I guess we better go to Father Matthew's house. Or the church. Maybe we'll find a locked desk in there. What do you think? Should we be so lucky? Before we go in, let's really quickly see if we can find the 0318. Okay. 0318. Where is this for again? His study desk, 0318? 0318. And also, I think this needs to be it after this, because I'm tuckered out and I'm getting hangry and I'm getting grumpy because I don't remember which desk is still locked. There's so many possibilities, isn't there? Quite. Quite. Is there a desk in here? Calling all desks. I'm not even kidding right now. If you're a desk, make yourself known so that I can open you. 03? What was it? 18? Lovely. Oh, it's a diary. Matthew Brooks, are you the murderer? May 13th, 95. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How did Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? May 28th, 95. I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There's no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. June 4th, 95. We had Mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. June 6th, 95. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's the end of Matthew's story. Oh, isn't that pretty droll? Okay. Do we know where there's another locked desk? Bank? Apartment? Maybe if I just start saying words, some inspiration will come to me. I need to stop. I'm tired. I don't really know what to do right now. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. Oh dear. Alright, fellow detectives, I need to take a break, so let's go ahead and pause right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you did. Next time, I have no idea what we're gonna do. We need to figure out which desk this key opens. We need to figure out which drain holds the key from the PI. We need to find the time capsule. We're a mess. I don't mind saying we're a mess. But for the time being, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.